Hey yo people, thanks for stopping in for a new news update. Of course, as usual, I'm going to go over what's up in the newest update, but we also have a letter from the dev team with some highly anticipated news that I'm planning to talk about at the end. But first, with September ending, the summer events are now closed and we're getting an early start on Halloween. Let's jump in. To start, we have another small patch present this time, the Autumn Moon Silver Login Gift Pack. This one is pretty small. 3 Kerberos frags, some advanced fortification scrolls, treasure charms, Eidolon First Star reshuffle scrolls, a login patch, and 3 of the red costume shuffles. Remember to grab it because it will be removed from the item mall cart on October 17th during the weekly maintenance. And as for that Halloween event, it's just nice and early. It's got a cute new hat that I think is cute. Unfortunately, it can't go in the archive. Anyway, here's a quick rundown. You can find it in Port Scandia and start by talking to Gordon to teleport to the patch and complete step 1. For the second part, don the pumpkin guise and speak with the 3 marked pumpkins. After the last one, there might be a bit of a delay before the quest can be turned in. For the final part, use the bag of candy 4 times to lure out the big pumpkin, then knock him down. There's 2 archivable costumes, the orange pumpkin shades and the Halloween star hat, and then you have the green and orange furniture, which are all archivable if you are working towards upgrading your costume archive. Next, let's talk about the Starcaller adjustment. Special thanks to Luciana for sharing the details in the Transcendent Discord. We could really use more than just adjustment, which is how it was described in the official patch notes. It is a very small adjustment compared to the Gren and Guardian, so don't get too excited. The holy skills, Heartbreaker Strike, Starlight Whirlwind, and Rainbow Strike have all had their damage increased by a total of 5% each. This will mean nothing if you play Lightning Starcaller, which, if you play, you probably play Lightning. So, as for Lightning, Starlight Bombardment hasn't been made stronger, but the projectile speed has been increased and hit detection has been improved. Nice. It also gains a 2 meter wide AoE on the right path once you hit level 60 mastery. And I don't use it, but the Envoy node Holy Light of the Apocalypse has had the activation rate of its effect raised from 15% to 50%. So, not much to see, but a nice little boost for those few Holy players, and it's hard to quantify, but I did run a bit to see, and I think you can tell that Starlight Bombardment is better. Moving on. The Nightmare Realm Chapter 3 Party Mode has dropped inside the same dungeon as Shattered Netherworld. This is not the Nightmare with Emblems, this is the one that drops Holy Spirit fusion formulas and the contract fragments. The formulas are the same as the ones in the Silent Ancient Castle Nightmare Realm, but the contract fragments are for Isai and Luciana. Isai is just 4% damage, crit, and speed, so nothing special, but Luciana is 4% all stats, 4% move speed, 4% detailed, and a 2% chance of zeal, so she's perhaps a little special. That being said, the debuff is real. You're probably going to have 0 damage, so make sure you actually bring a team. These contract fragments do not drop in solo mode, you will need to play in party mode if you're looking to get them. Alright, rapid fire time. The Augur wishlists buffs are available in Navia. Eidolon link time is reduced to 5 minutes again. Resets are 1G. The daily portal event in Navia that I don't think anyone does has been adjusted. The standard Nightmare Dungeon, Bloodthirsty Castle, and Silent Ancient Castle is out, but the party mode debuff is intense, so you'll probably struggle to beat it now, even if you could in the past. Alrighty, so now we're going to talk about the developer letter. It dropped on September 20th, and they listed 4 points that they gleaned from the survey that was done a little while back, which you may remember doing, then later getting 1000 RC for it. I'm not just going to read the whole thing out here. If you want to read it, please go give it a read. It's still on the front page of the launcher. You can find it easily. First, they get that we want more Eidolons, and boy oh boy do we ever. They report they plan to make phased adjustments in how Eidolons will be accessible. I think we have already actually seen the start of this with the tradable Eidolon fragments, as well as an additional Eidolon being added into the LP store. Second, Paragon adjustments. They are reporting back that they have been experimenting with adding more Holy Spirits, trophies, and increased rates on Eidolon lucky bags, but are concerned with devaluing items by ending up with too many in the market, especially on new items. They have also encouraged players to send in feedback via the customer service ticket system. Third, server merge. And I think this is the biggest thing on here. They have confirmed that they are planning to merge all 4 of the former GameYgo servers and are working on ensuring that can be done smoothly. I really hope this can be done without having to fight for names again too, as we had done with the English server merges back in the GameYgo days, where there was a criteria applied depending on how advanced your account was, that determined who got to keep the name and who had to pick a new one. And finally, their fourth section was called Comprehensive Feedback. They specifically have said they will prioritize class rebalances, the PvP arena adjustments, and increased drops in instances. Gosh, I hope they mean bond dungeons. However, they also specifically say they acknowledge requests for more avenues to obtain gold, increase drop rates in instances, and take more quests at once, but those will have to be handled more carefully to ensure game balance. More items, but not adjusting drop rates, huh? I think bond dungeons will continue to be the bane of my existence. Anyway, I think the big thing for most players is going to be the server merge, and man, am I so excited to have all the people from the German, French, Spanish, and English servers all in the same place. If I was smarter, I would start planning some kind of event to celebrate it, but I'm not. So if you have any neat ideas for how we can all join forces across language barriers to start off with a party, let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's where we are at for September. Truthfully, I wonder if I should be calling this October news, since September is basically now over, but I suppose this is just how I roll. Thank you for watching, and catch you next time.